Morgan's story appears to be picking up some momentum, so we'll see what that's about. We'll also check out what's up with Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and more. Starting things off with Liv Morgan and her story. Liv came back with a clear mission in mind, and that was to put the Judgment Day back on top, with a lot of wins and a lot of championship gold. But things haven't exactly been going Liv's way in recent weeks, with each of the Judgment Day members suffering big loss after big loss. Raquel Rodriguez has been chasing the Women's World Heavyweight title for a bit on Raw, but has yet to capture the title and bring it back to the Judgment Day. Finn Balor's been chasing the Men's World Heavyweight title, but he's suffered some big losses there as well. And then, even Liv and Roxanne as a tag team unit also suffered some big losses in recent weeks. Things started off strong with Liv and Roxanne, with them becoming the #1 contenders for the Women's Tag Team Championships. But Liv and Roxanne came up short and did not win the titles when they faced Rhea and Io at Saturday night's main event. And then, just a few days later on Raw, Liv, Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez were all involved in a 6-woman tag team match, which saw them once again picking up another loss, this time to Stephanie, Rhea, and Io. And after that match, Liv could be seen just looking extremely disappointed and frustrated at Roxanne and Raquel. So what's next for Liv right here in this story? It could be Liv finding success on her own. She tried to coexist with Raquel, she tried teaming up with Roxanne, but nothing's been successful so far. So maybe Liv will find success on her own in the Women's Royal Rumble match. Liv has been a longtime favorite to win the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match, so that could most definitely be the direction her story's headed. She finally gets things going in the right direction for herself and the Judgment Day by winning the Royal Rumble match and granting herself a world title match at WrestleMania 42. That'll most definitely break the streak of big losses that Liv has been on in recent weeks. Although Liv is one of the favorites to win the Rumble, it seems like it won't be an easy task and could contain a lot of controversy, especially within the Judgment Day itself. WWE has made it well known that all 3 of the Judgment Day women will be inside the Women's Royal Rumble match this year. It won't just be Liv Morgan in that match. Roxanne and Raquel will also be in the Royal Rumble match, and although they're family, we all know how the Royal Rumble match works. It's not a team-based match. It's everyone for themselves, with a single world title match at WrestleMania being on the line. So there may be a temporary alliances throughout the match, but at some point, you're going to have to betray your friends and try tossing them over the top rope. So with all the Judgment Day women being in the Rumble, it definitely makes things intriguing. It makes you wonder if they'll be eliminated by other women, or is there a chance that Liv and Roxanne and Raquel could eliminate each other? Tensions have already been high there amongst all 3 women. Lots of miscommunication and disconnection there in recent weeks. So if they end up eliminating each other, you just know things will only escalate from there. Raquel seems like she would be the one most bothered by Liv potentially winning the Royal Rumble. Raquel has been chasing the world title for months and hasn't been successful in getting it. So to now see Liv winning the Rumble and getting a world title shot at the grand stage of WrestleMania, that could make Raquel feel a certain type of way against Liv Morgan, no doubt about it. Ever since Liv came back, there's been a lot of talks about her coming back up the main event scene and being treated like a main corner piece of the women's division. And it's possible that we could see all that kick off with this potential Royal Rumble win. That puts Liv right back into the world title scene at WrestleMania, and she could win the women's world title. Liv has not held the world title since the first week of January back in 2025. So she's been out of the world title picture for over a year, but it looks like that world title drought could be coming to a quick end here for Liv if she does handle her business at the Royal Rumble and at WrestleMania 42. So things could get wild for the Judgment Day story, and that'll be one to watch out for. Last time we spoke about Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, we went over the post from Alexa, finally calling out Charlotte for hanging out so much with Kiana James. Kiana's been on-screen rival for Alexa and Charlotte in event weeks, so Alexa really questioned Charlotte for hanging out with her so much. And a few days later, Charlotte Flair revealed how she made it up to Alexa Bliss and how she apologized to Alexa. Charlotte Flair treated Alexa Bliss to a full spa day. Kiana James was there as well, but Alexa blocked her face in the photo with a coffee cup. Tensions have been quietly rising between Charlotte and Alexa in recent weeks, but it looks like this apology in this spa day was Charlotte's attempt to make things right again with Alexa Bliss and get back on the same page. Will it work or not, though, is the big question here. Another interesting thing that happened here was Julia responding to Alexa's post, calling out Charlotte for hanging out with Kiana James. Julia told Alexa to just turn heel and go bad already. and how Alexa will feel so much better once she stops pretending to care. So that itself was a huge addition to this entire interaction. Julia just telling Alexa to drop the nice act and how it'll feel so much better to stop caring for Charlotte, the fans, and everyone else. When it comes to Charlotte and Alexa's split, we have been focused on the idea of Alexa turning heel because it does make more sense for that story. Charlotte turning heel would be a huge step back for her character and would reset all the babyface progress that's been made for her character since the tag team started with Alexa last spring. But Alexa eventually breaking free and snapping on Charlotte Flair, well, that does sound more possible right there. Especially if Alexa's head continues to be filled with doubt when it comes to Charlotte's true intentions. Charlotte missed Smackdown and left her alone. Charlotte's been hanging out with the enemy. These are all valid things that could cause Alexa to snap. Snapping like this also fits Alexa's character. We've seen all the people that she snapped on during her career, and ever since the evil Alexa Bliss was introduced, we've seen that there could be some triggers from time to time for certain things that could fully bring out that evil version of Alexa Bliss. We haven't really seen that evil side of Alexa Bliss since she's been back, but like we saw in late 2022, Uncle Howdy does have the power and influence to make Alexa Bliss act out if he really wanted to. So it really makes you wonder if that could come back into play here within this story in the near future. If Charlotte continues to be shady and acting weird, maybe Uncle Howdy does eventually take notice and decides to take action as well. Maybe Howdy gets Alexa away from that fake friend and gets her back to her real family. Things have been pretty rough lately for Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six as well. The Wyatts recently lost the Family Lantern and they lost the tag team titles. So the Wyatts are in a bit of slump right now themselves. So maybe bringing in Alexa Bliss is the little boost that's needed for the Wyatt Six and for Alexa herself. Similar to what we said about the Judgment Day's women potentially being involved with each other during the Royal Rumble match, that same sort of thing is possible for Alexa and Charlotte. They'll both be in the Royal Rumble match, and you do have to wonder if either of their eliminations will be caused by the other, because if so, then this Fallout storyline truly is deeply underway. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.